So, Dr. Amir, good to see you. You look good today.
Thank
Serious.
you very much, but you look better.
So, but how's things over these few weeks?
It has been quite hectic for me for the last few weeks. Last week I was in Bangkok.
Medical conference again?
No, not medical. It's an interfaith conference.
Interfaith
conference.
Okay.
It was organized by an organization based in Portugal, but the conference was for people from this region. So we had about 10 people from Kuala Lumpur, 10 from Yogyakarta,
Okay.
10 from Davao, Philippines,
All right.
10 from Singapore,
And you're representing Malaysia?
and 10 from the host city, Bangkok. So more or less, so I cannot claim to represent Malaysia, but to represent Kuala Lumpur. Because it was a cities dialogue between the cities. So it's good. But while I was there, one of the guest speakers was one of the deputy mayors of Bangkok. And she was a former professor. So you can see when you take a brilliant scholar and put in an administrative work, the ideas that they have, and some of which are implemented. So, everybody was so impressed with all the things that she shared about what she has done since becoming deputy mayor and what she intends to do. If only we have that kind of
definitely it's such an inspiration, right?
It's an eye-opening to see.
But how do you keep up to pace to this kind of like traveling hectic schedule? I know you're at 68 this year, right?
Yeah.
So how do you
No,
maintain
it's just
that?
when you are passionate about something, then it's
drives
different.
you.
It's not like I'm forced to do that. No,
You drag yourself
you
there,
look forward because much of the last 3 decades I have spent a lot of time reaching out to people of all races and religions that we should live in peace and harmony and love one another.
Yeah, I truly feel that from you because I know that you do a lot of community service or you attach yourself to a lot of things to the children as well, right? Can you share more about that? Your Pure Life Society?
My involvement with the NGOs. I've been with the Pure Life Society for now almost 25 years.
Yeah, I've been there once. You brought me there.
Yeah.
But you know what? That time during my visit, you brought me there. I really can feel, how you being blind in terms of races and all, you embrace the people around you, you include them into your life. That was like a total different you as compared to your professionalism, I mean, as a gynae or things like that. So what makes you have, the desire to do what you do?
Well, because I believe in God. I thank God for giving me that nature. I don't think it's a decision we make. It's just like, you ask people who like durian and who don't like durian. Is it because you choose to like durian or you choose not to like durian? No, it's natural. So for me, it's a natural feeling. I always look around at people around me, how beautiful this world is. We're all having a positive attitude towards each other, all talking, all just thinking about how we can live and prosper together. Yes, we will have differences, but there are ways that we can respectfully agree to disagree and solve a lot of problems, or at least tolerate a lot of problems, and give and take over many things. If we start with having a respectful and loving relationship, between two strangers, there's a problem, boleh fight.
Yeah.
But between two people who love one another, there's a problem. Let's talk it out.
So much love from Dr. Amir today. But seriously, you are someone that I want to be like, because I feel that the way how you lead your life, it's not living the life, but you lead your life well, and it has been a good example for many others as well.
Well, I hope many people also have the same attitude that I have, because when we look outside there, what's happening, there's a lot of animosity, there's a lot of quarrels and all that, because human beings are not loving one another enough.
Correct. And this kind of mental health or happiness and love actually will affect your health, right? When you're happy, you produce endorphins and all, when you're stressed, you get all the stress hormones and all. By staying happy, you're staying healthy.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes. In fact, I was just revising a very important video. There was a video on the TED Talk series about the important things of what will make you live long. I think that many of us have seen that. I received again the videos. I was just revising it. So we talk about treating high blood pressure and treating diabetes and all these medical things. They are the bottom. The highest is your social engagement. Okay? This is a scientific study. They follow a group, people over 7 years to see what are the most important factors that keep them healthy and alive. Because during that 7 years, some got sick and some even died. And the highest up there, way above even treating high blood pressure, for example, is your social engagement. Social engagement means how many people around you are you interacting positively lah.
Relationships.
Yes, all those are very, very important.
Today, I also hope, I also feel, so much love from you today. So, Dr. Amir, just want to know more about your one part of your life whereby you started as an obstetrician and also gynecologist. What makes you one?
Okay.
Why is it like you're inspired by someone?
Yeah, no, actually, like in life, sometimes you plan way ahead, but what actually happened is totally different. All right? I remember when I was a child, my ambition was to become a bus driver.
Serious?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any bus right now?
No. Why? I used to, I used to draw buses.
Now I know what to get you on your birthday. A big bus. Okay.
By the time I was in secondary school, even at the time of going to university, I wanted to be an engineer.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So yes, I had scholarship and went to Australia.
Okay.
Then after the high school in Australia, where we had to apply for university, I applied to be an aeronautical engineer. Not necessarily knowing what it was all about, but it sound high flying.
Yeah.
Then the professor
Sound
at the university wrote back and said, I would advise you to choose another career. Why? Because this is a very, very specialized field. The job may not necessarily be there all the time.
Yeah.
A very specialized field. Okay. I said, okay, fine. I switched to chemical engineering. Then one day I happened to visit, I was in Brisbane, Australia. I visited my friends in Sydney, Australia, and in Sydney was the Malaysian students department. So I visited there, and there was a cutting from, at that time, the Straits Times. There was a cutting. In 4 years' time, Malaysia will have an excess of engineers.
Okay.
I said, that's nice. I finished my degree in 4 years and I'll be unemployed. Because of that, I changed to medicine. It was not my priority. So you can see, how.
Okay. So I believe you have been a good student, high flyer that time, that you have all these options in your hand,
Yeah,
right?
I qualified to do medicine lah. That's how I changed from engineering to medicine. I did my housemanship in 79, passed my specialist exams in the end of 83, and started being a specialist come lecturer, because I was attached to the UKM faculty at that time in 1984, 85, like that. So that's how long, coming to 40 years.
Wow. Is there any other very unforgettable experience when delivering a baby that you can share with us?
Yeah.
Like perhaps, I don't know, the smallest baby, the biggest baby, more babies,
quite a few,
I want to
remarkable ones. Okay, the first was about this lady. You can imagine a maternity hospital. 40 years ago.
Okay.
All right, that's always full, crowded, and some of the patients are not so educated. Every time there's labor pain, she was running to the toilet thinking she want to bear out.
Yeah.
Okay, then one of her trips, the nurse saw the baby's head already coming out, and she was standing.
Okay.
All right, so we have to do like a judo.
Make her lie down, or she deliver while standing.
No, nanti the baby's head will
Okay,
come
but
out,
I've seen
right?
videos whereby women actually
Yeah,
stand
true.
while it can be done
yeah,
also.
yeah.
lah.
In fact, that's how the Red Indians, the traditional Red Indians, they, it's semi standing now, squatting. So that's one. Another one, sometimes the babies come out so fast. Okay, so there was one case. This baby was like pushing. So the nurses were pushing the patient at the trolley to the delivery room. Sampai saja the woman pushed, the baby came out flying. Literally, flying. Boom on the floor, on the concrete floor.
Because she
Yes.
pushed too hard,
Huh.
so the baby.
Yeah, which means even the umbilical cord also break. Yeah, so we were all worried what happened to the baby. So sent for X-rays macam-macam.
Nothing.
Oh. Wow, it was so.
I think the baby
lucky.
must be named after Jam or something. Okay. So after your career as this gynecologist, then after that, where do you go? I mean, what happened?
Okay.
And where are you now?
While I was busy as a gynae, there was not much opportunity to do other things because when you're a busy gynae, then you are on call 24 hours a day. While I was under the government or under the university, you are part of a team. You can always just, when you're a specialist, you can always just order the junior doctors to do all the work, and you just give instructions. But when you go out to private practice, it's different. 100% you do yourself. Simple problem or no problem or big problem, you do yourself. Of course, if there are big problems, then you also get the help of the other colleagues. So when I went into private practice, that life became like that lah. The babies took over my life because they decide to come out at whatever time they want to come out.
Does being a gynecologist makes you more fond to babies? Extra love for babies?
Maybe yes, because I look to my work as not just a source of income. I take it as a gift. Not many people have this gift of being the instrument of bringing new life to this world. So I take it as that. But when I started getting interested in interfaith work, and trying to bridge and make people respect and love one another more, then the time factor became an issue. But after having said that this, being a obstetrician, especially bringing life to this earth, is a gift, I actually asked permission from big boss up there whether I can switch and do something else so that I can devote more time to.
So how do you see the future of health coming forward?
Well, okay, we will have the advantage of advances in both the medical and the non-medical. On the medical side, we have to be thankful. There's a lot of advancement that have allowed us to stay alive, whereas generations before us would have died long time ago, right? But because of the medical advancements that we have today, we can stay alive. We can hope to live longer. But at the same time, that statement that modern medicine does not have a monopoly over health still applies. Now, the scientific principles of research and proving whatever you claim is being applied to the non-medical aspect. For example, studies have been done, and I can say, as a scientist and a doctor, for example, that Qigong can improve diabetes. Right? It's no more like, how do you know that? Because studies have been conducted.
Also, let's say, in situation whereby you got so stressed up, or people handling, or things happen, situations happen, how do you manage your personal emotion or to keep it at a state there?
So it's very, very,
Anything
very
on
important.
leisure?
That's a very important factor since, like for a doctor, that more or less you are the team leader. Every delivery is a potential problem. Every delivery. How normal is the pregnancy at the time of delivery? You know, the potential disaster.
I think viewers for this clip will somehow feel okay. Now they know every pregnancy. You know, you got to be very careful till the very end, right?
It's unexpected things can happen. If the doctor who's supposed to be in charge then panics, everybody else will panic. So the doctor must be confident in handling the situation, however the situation, because the entire team depends on his leadership and guidance to manage the situation. This is very, very crucial.
So like, you see, there are some jobs in the world, there's a rules to it, like the day before you can't go for any drinking or what, before you start your work the next day. So like for you as a doctor, I'm sure you do practice, you know, things like that, some procedures to make sure you go to work on a very perfect state of mind, right?
But that's not always possible. I mean, we're all human beings. Sometimes, you know,
you go with emotions. You just had a morning quarrel.
You have your own personal problem, and at the same time, you have to handle the patient. It would be ideal if, you know, we can totally shut off.
Switch.
But you know, we're all humans. It affects our.
So how do you control that? Do you practice any qigong before you go to work, or?
So nowadays, I would love to spend much time in the gym. That is my agenda now. Okay.
At the age of 68.
Yes. But what people need to realize is, the older you get, the more important it is to maintain the bulk and the strength of your muscles and bones because of aging, the natural path of aging. But at the same time, people then psychologically, oh, I'm already old, then, you know, that just accelerates the aging.
You go alone or with your wife?
Alone. My wife, she does a lot of aerobics and other things with.
That's how she maintains.
She used also to go to the to her fitness studio, but since the pandemic and even after pandemic, they seem to continue online. So she's always with a tablet there, following the group online. So she
anything in particular that you do with your wife? Besides, I mean, you do gym yourself, she do her fitness thing. So anything that, maybe some shopping, I don't know.
What we would like to do is travel together.
Travel together, nice. Once a year, I mean, it's like, it has to be, you plan it to be, or it's just random? Fly means fly.
Because I have visited many places through my interfaith and medical work. I've traveled to many countries, but without her. So, you know, she has a bucket list that she wants to go, so I have to
what a loving man.
No, I mean, no, it's not fair that she has been taking care of the home and the family while I'm away, and it's about time that I put her as priority.
Yeah, gentlemen, you all got to learn from Dr. Amir here today. Yeah, thank you so much. I mean, it's truly inspiring. You know, there's a lot of things about deliveries, about your life, you know, and being a loving husband and a loving father. I'm sure many people has benefited a lot from today's session. Thank you so much.
Whether I'm a loving husband or loving father, you need confirmation from my wife and children.
Get them to rate you. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Most welcome.